now.
All right, welcome. My name is John Pizzo. I'm the principal of the Early College High School program. I'm so happy to welcome you all, class of 2025, to Early College High School. What we're going to do today is you are going to register for college. So welcome to Solano College. You're becoming a college student today, becoming a high school student as well, and we're going to do it all together. So right now, we're going to walk you through the process. This is a one-time process. Once you are a Solano College student, you are good. So what we're going to do today, you do it one time, and it's going to be good for your 4 years here in high school and college as a dual enrollment student. So welcome. Today we have our school counselor, May Valles, with us, and we have our support from Solano College, Jenny Gonzalez. They're going to take you guys through this, so please follow the step-by-step. And at the end, you'll have a Solano College ID number, and you'll be a Solano student. And then I will see you back in about a week, and we will go through the next steps on how to actually pick your first college class. Everybody will select one college class to take the first semester, and we'll get you all set up for the fall when we start together in August. So welcome. I'm so happy to be here and can't wait to meet you all. All right.
Well, hello everybody, I'm Jenny Gonzalez, as John Pizzo introduced. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the steps of how to become a student at Solano Community College. So here is my screen, and we're going to visit our website, solano.edu. And all of you guys are going to go ahead and see this website, and you're going to see right up top where it says apply now. So make sure before you start this process, you have a pen and paper right next to you, because you're going to want to make sure you write down everything that you need. So right when you come over here, you're going to click this yellow box where it says apply now. It's going to take you to this next spot. You're going to scroll down and you're going to click on go to SCC application website. And then what's going to happen, you're going to go ahead and click create an account. And now what's going to happen, and again, make sure you have an email. Please do not use your school email from Rodriguez High. Please use a personal email, because this is going to be an email that's going to be linked to you, and you want to make sure you have access to it all time. As you guys will learn as you start high school, and maybe as you've been in junior high, that the email assigned to you at your high school or your public school disappears after you graduate. So you always want to make sure you use one. And if you do not have one, the OpenCC website provides this area right here that you can create one. Parents, if you do use your email, just remember that this is going to be college information that the student needs to have access to at all times, because their instructors speak to them through this, as well as any information from us as a college speaks to them. So I definitely prefer the student to have their own email, and that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click begin creating my account, which you guys are going to do. And we are going to create an account. I am going to go ahead and create a generic one. And we are going to check this off, that no middle name. And again, parents, this is all the information for the student. And then, okay, have you previous maiden name? Majority of those are no. And if you do have another, so for example, a lot of people that do have a first name and a middle name, they prefer to go by their middle name. So if you do have that and do have a preference, please select yes or no on this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select a day for the birth date. And this is just the first process. The state of California, as you'll see in the top left-hand corner, it says California Community Colleges OpenCC. This is creating an account that all of the community colleges have to do. And this is their account, which leads into the application. So make sure you do write down the information for this, because it's going to be separate than your information as a student for Solano. If you do not know your social, you can select no. I recommend if you do have it to do it, but just in case you know, just FYI, when we look up students, we like to have this on file because it allows us to have another way of looking you up. So if you don't have it, you don't want to share it, you can check this and then click continue. And so here we are regarding our email. I'm just going to go ahead and use a personal one of mine. So and then we're going to scroll down. We were told if you have a house line, go ahead and do it. But if you do have a cell phone, definitely just go ahead and write that in there. I'm going to use a landline. And then right over here, your permanent address, make sure when you do this that you're going to, don't worry about technical difficulties. Hold on really quick. Okay, so excuse me for that. This is a new pop-up. You'll see this, and this is about your parents, that they recognize that my age, that I'm under 18. So it's going to recommend that you just definitely use this area. So make sure you click continue. And then I'm going to go ahead and use an address. I'm going to use the colleges. All right. And then you click continue, and then we have to create a username. So this is where it's going to be interesting. We're just going to do so just, and if it does block, it's going to say it's not available. So just make sure it has to be minimum 6 characters, letters, numbers, and special characters can be used. And then password, I'm going to go ahead and use. And your security pin is going to be, oh, see, I made an error. Let me go back. And this is very true. It happens quite often. Let me go back and delete. All right, let me come back up here. Okay. And then okay. Then you have to choose one of these questions. They're very weird and awkward, but just go ahead and pick something. And we're just gonna say, I'm gonna make up these. And make sure, again, you wanna write down the answers to this, because if you forget your username and password, you're gonna have to go ahead. Oh, it's a town. Excuse me. And then all right, let's go ahead and click I am not a robot and then create my account. So this number you see right here, this is called your CCID. Again, this is going to sound so similar, excuse me, to your Solano SCCID. This number is not for the Solano Community College. This is for your records to access your application. So go ahead, you can write this down, but you will get a confirmation email that you've completed the application, creating the account for it. And we're going to click continue. And here we go. This is the start of the application. So what we're going to do, you guys are now new freshmen. You guys are going to go ahead and select fall 2021. Your goal, what we're doing is you guys are in high school and you're going to click complete credits for high school diploma or GED. And your major of program, because right now you guys don't know at this point yet, choose liberal studies. Then we're going to go ahead and click continue. We're going to scroll down and you're going to answer these questions. And you're going to say if one of these are true, you select the first one. If none of them are true, you click none. So you put your mom or dad in here. I'm just again making this up. And then you're gonna, the address that you did in the beginning of the application creation of account, if it is the same, you just click right here. And you're gonna say this address is correct. Sometimes it doesn't recognize its address, so definitely just go ahead and do that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and click select enrollment status. You're going to scroll down and you're going to be right here, enrolling in high school or lower grade and college at the same time. And then we're going to scroll down and you're going to see it blacked out this and answered it right away. So your last school, oh, let me go back, excuse me. So this date right here, it's talking about the future. So see, it says as of August 15th, 2021. So you're answering these questions as if it is August 15th, 2021. So when you come here, when you click last school attended, you're going to say I attended high school. And then you're going to select the state, which is California. And then we're going to enter the Rodriguez High. So it's under Angelo. There it is. You're going to select that and it's going to populate. So then it's going to go to high school transcripts. As you guys know, as freshmen, you do not have this at this point. So at this point, you're going to say currently enrolled in 9th grade or lower and no high school at all. And then again, college, what you're going to say, no degree. And this is going to be none for college. And this is an area that you would select. And you select U.S. citizen. If you are a permanent resident, it is going to ask you for your number on your card. So make sure you have that handy to go ahead and put that in there. If your parents are military, you can answer these questions under the My Parent area. If your parent is a veteran, it's going to ask you when they last served. So you're going to need that information, but none is going to apply to me. And then right over here. So let me just make a keynote. This application website at times, if you answer a question incorrectly or if it flags you, it may classify you as a non-resident of California. I do apologize if it does. There will be paperwork that Miss May and myself will email you so we can get that corrected. Again, even though it classifies you as a non-resident, we can get that fixed. So it's asking how long you've lived here. It's continuously since August 15, 2019. You want to say yes. If you did recently move here, of course, say no. But the state of California says you have to live here for a year and a day to be considered a resident. So just if you have not lived here for a year and a day, make sure you speak to Miss May and Mr. Pizzo about that. And if you're out of state, you would check any of these, which if it does apply to you, none of those apply. And then right over here, It's asking you if you were determined any of these, it's going to be no. And it's going to ask again, this is that. If you are yes, select this, and this is no. And over here, it's going to be some other basic answers that you're going to answer for questions. Are you comfortable? Yes. At this point, you're going to say no to these financial assistance. At this point, if you are receiving this, you can't say yes. But if you are not, you can go ahead and click no, because as you know, for this program, your tuition and supplies and different things are being taken care of. It's going to ask you this. I know a lot of you guys are going to be interested in sports, but this is as if you were a college student going to do college sports. So go ahead and say, no, I'm not interested. And you do not need to answer any of these. These are basic as if you were, again, starting as a freshman in high school. And then you click continue. This is an interesting question. If you choose not to state, you can do that and you can click decline. And then your parents going to ask you about their information. You can say the high school graduate, and then another one, an associates. And then over here, you can answer these questions. I will say yes, and then scroll down and select one that best fits you. And if you have other, if you are biracial, you can select 2 if you'd like to. And this right over here, you can just select anything that you want to say. I'm just going to say it this, and then we scroll down. This does not apply to you, so don't worry about that. That is new. And this is a great way, if you had a question, you can review your application. You can click on here. It's going to open everything I just submitted. And right over here, so parents, just to let you know, and I know Mrs. May and Mr. Pizzo will go over this. When your student signs this, it's under a FERPA law that they are now a college student, so that you would have to speak with Mr. Pizzo and May about getting access to that. So just go ahead and say, I do not consent to this. And then check both of these boxes to confirm that everything you put in here is correct. And then you come over here and click submit my application. And then congratulations, you are done. So this is going to be my confirmation email. And please know this information right here, receive a welcome letter, which is going to actually be sent to you after you complete this. Miss May is going to go over that so that you will see that. But this is your confirmation that me as a staff member of Solano Community College can research to see why your application has not been uploaded or you have not received the letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and now hand it over to Miss May, and she will be able to go forward and go from there explaining the rest of this. And let me go ahead and stop sharing.
Hello, I'm Miss May, the school counselor. So after you've completed that application that Miss Jenny Gonzalez just went over, you will then get an email. I will share my screen to show you what that will look like. You will then get an email that it says, welcome to Solano Community College. It goes, congratulations, you have been admitted as a student at Solano Community College. You want to make sure you save this email. Don't delete it, save it, print it out, or write down the important, these 3 important numbers here. So they created a web user login and a random password that you will be using throughout your time at Early College High School, which is the My Solano. You'll learn more about that as you start the program. But the main thing we will need from you is this, your Solano Community College student identification number. It is a 9-digit number, okay? So we will ask you to provide that on this Google form that Mr. Pizzo or myself will email out. So you will have access to this. We will need your email address, your last name, first name, your date of birth, and then that Solano ID number. It's 9 digits, and you will get it from this email. And then the last question is, if you triggered, if you will get an email if you triggered the system to record you as a non-resident of California. So just, did you get an email that an error was made and you're being recorded as a non-resident of California? And it will be in that email that you provided on the application. And after you're done, you just click submit. And thank you so much. Mr. Pizzo will be sending an email with the next steps.
Yeah, thank you, Miss May. Thank you, Miss Gonzalez. Our next step, like you said, we'll have another, we're going to make another video, but we're going to give you a chance to join us live. We'll do a Google Meet and invite you in and really walk you through and answer any questions you may have. So the first step is just get registered for Solano, get that ID number, complete Miss May's Google form, and then we will be with you and walk you through the next steps. So thanks again and welcome to Early College High School, and we'll see you in about a week on the next process.